Good morning, students of Intaya. Welcome back. Let us learn chapter 3 synthetic fiber and plastics today. So, the first topic that we have is what are synthetic fiber. Last year, you might have studied about the natural fiber in class 7. This year, we are going to study synthetic fiber. So, synthetic fibers are the fibers that are made up of chemical substances and they are man made fibers. Okay. The next topic we have is types of the synthetic fiber. There are four basic types of synthetic fiber. They are rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. Okay, let me explain you in detail each one of this. Rayon is a synthetic fiber which is obtained by the chemical treatment of the wood pulp. It is also known as artificial silk since it has a texture or resemblance like that of a silk. It is used in making dresses, bed sheets and carpet. The next synthetic fiber we have is nylon. Nylon is the first fully synthetic fiber made from coal, water and air. It is very strong, elastic, light, lustrous fiber. Uses of the nylon fiber are: it is used in making socks, ropes, tents, toothbrushes, car seat belt, sleeping bag, climbing rope, fishing net and parachute. Next synthetic fiber that we have is polyester. Polyester, it is a synthetic fiber which is made up of chemical units of ester and it does not get wrinkled and it is also easy for washing. Example of polyester are Terylene and PET. Uses of polyester synthetic fiber is: it is used in making cloths, bottles, films, wire, utensils, etc. The next synthetic fiber, the last one that we have is acrylic. So acrylic is a synthetic fiber which have a resemblance like that of a wool. Wool being costly, it is been replaced by acrylic. So acrylic is used in making sweaters, shawls, blankets, jackets, etc. The next topic that I need to teach you is about the characteristics of the synthetic fiber. Synthetic fiber are generally less expensive, they are more durable, they are readily available and easy to maintain, they are wrinkle free and they dry up soon. Next topic that we have is plastic. So plastic is a polymer which can have a linear or a cross-link arrangement. It can be reshaped, recycled, remolded, reused, colored, melted, rolled into sheet or a wire. Therefore, it has got multiple applications. Next topic is the properties of the plastics. Plastics are generally non-reactive. That's the reason it is used for storing chemicals, paints, also the food materials are also stored in the plastic container. Then the next property, second property of the plastic is light, strong and durable. So it has got multiple application, like we find plastic ropes are used for climbing, rock climbing also. It is also used in making chairs, tables or other furniture. Then we have plastic and the third property of the plastic is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. That's the reason plastic is used for making covering of the electrical wires and also the handles of the electrical appliances and also the utensil handles like the saucepan handles are made up of the plastics. Next topic that I need to teach you is types of plastic. Under types of plastic we are going to study two types, that is thermosetting plastic and thermoplastic. Let me tell you the difference between both of this. Now, so we have got thermosetting and thermoplastic. Thermosetting plastics are the plastic which when molded once cannot be remolded again and again. On the other hand, thermoplastic are the ones which can be remolded again and again into any desired shape on heating. Then the next difference between them is thermosetting plastic, they cannot bend, that is on bending it will break. On the other hand, thermoplastic can be bent easily. Thermosetting plastic, they can't be recycled, whereas thermoplastic can be recycled easily. Example of thermosetting plastics are bakelite and melamine, whereas example of thermoplastic are polythene and PVC. The next topic is plastic and the environment. Now, since we know plastic has got multiple application, but it has got adverse effect on the environment. Let me talk to you in detail about it. Plastic takes several years to decompose. That's the reason it is not environment friendly. When we burn plastic, it produces harmful gases which may lead to air pollution, and also it causes health hazard to humans, animals, plants, etc. The third point I need to talk to you is about the if we dump the plastic here and there, it can lead to soil pollution, and also it decreases the soil fertility. Okay, last topic of the chapter, that is the measures to control the plastic pollution. We must avoid the uses of the plastic as much as possible. For example, when we go for shopping, we must carry with us a cotton or a jute bag instead of asking for a polythene. Then we must, or not only we, all the citizens of this planet Earth must practice the four principles, that is reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. If we follow these four principles, we will be able to control the pollution that is caused by the plastic. Thank you. If any questions remains or if you have any queries, please get back to me. Thank you, class.